Hi Flosstube. It's September 11th, 2019. I'm Amy. I love toads. And this is Flosstube 35. I have my notes. I have a headache. I've had one for about 8 days now, so I figured it's not going to go away. I might as well do my Flosstube. It goes like migraine, dull headache, migraine, dull headache. So today is just a dull headache, so I figured I could get a Flosstube done. I dropped my son off early at school today for the September 11th memorial service. He wore his uniform. He is in ROTC. So they went in early to have like a ceremony. So my phone is on in case he needs me. And I have lots of stuff to show. I'm going to show you a finish first. And let me see if I need to take this out of the package. Yes, okay. I stitched the Halloween March drum. This is by Danes of the Needle. Glenn from Southern Stitcher. She has a Flosstube. She gifted me this pattern. So here it is. This is my drum. Isn't it adorable? I stitched the cauldron smoke in a grayish color, and then everything else is in a black color. I put little spiders on the top. Actually, I think they're just dots with lines. They kind of look like bats and spiders, right? That's what I'm calling it. So yeah, it's so adorable. Look at that witch dancing. I love it. So, and I'm gonna gift this away. So I'm gonna pass the stash. So if you would like to stitch this next, just put the word March in your comment, because I have other Halloween things to show you, so I didn't want the word to be Halloween. And I have another drum to show you, so I didn't want the word to be drum. So if you would like a chance to have this, put the word March in your comments. Or I want to stitch the Halloween March. I want to stitch March. Let me see who's texting me and make sure it's not my son, and I apologize. Okay, it's just my aunt. Let's see. I had another finish. That was actually an FFO, because I think I showed the finish of that last week. This is a free pattern from Beth Twist, Heartstring Samplery. It's Yukon's Christmas list. And there he is. And this is a free chart on her website. I guess it's a blog, on her blog. So I finished it, and then I started making it a drum. So this is it. And then it has his little initials and the year that the movie came out, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So 1964. And let me see if I can read this to y'all. I suck at reading, but let's see. And I don't have my glasses. Cornmeal and gunpowder and ham hocks and guitar strings. So I think that's Yukon's list of things he needs. Yes, his life-sustaining supplies. So the front, Beth put a like holly on the top, but I went ahead and charted a little Yukon, his little face, and I was gonna stick that on the top. but it might be too small. So I'm going to take the colors I used, which are both Classic Colorworks, and I'm going to put, I think, some holly maybe around him, and then make the top of the drum. So the bottom of my drum is just some holly with a little robin. There's the inside of my drum. So not stuffed yet. So Yukon will go on the top. Michelle, I think Michelle and Diana, Itiskitsmit, are going to have a finishing weekend, and I'll do that weekend. And I forgot what weekend that was. It's not this weekend. I think it may be next weekend. So let's see. Where am I going to put all this? The sun is also blinding me with my big old headache. But okay, and I kept that in my frog bag that Michelle gave me. It's Love You More Studio. Okay, I need my notes because I'm lost. It was a finish in my FO, so I can now show you. I had a lot of new starts, y'all. A lot of new starts. I'm crazy. So there was this thing this month called Sampler September. I think Kitten Stitcher started it. So I had to start my Scarlet House, A Perfect World. I love this. And there's my start. I am using the called for DMC. My needle minder. Isn't that the truth? Oh, I did change the dog. So the dog was charted in black, and there are 4 dogs because she has 4 dogs. Tanya, I think it's Brockemeyer, the designer for the Scarlet House. She has 4 little black dogs, or Boston Terriers, I think. And so I changed the little dog to brown because all 4 of my dogs are brown. So I'll be changing all my little dogs to brown. So that's the only changes I will be making. Maybe. I think. Probably. I really want to change that White House to brick. Red brick, but right now I'm gonna say no. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how I feel when I get there. So that is hashtag Sampler September. So that was a start. Another new start that I'm doing with Gina. She is on Flosstube and on Instagram. Her Flosstube is Hanging by a Thread. She and I are starting artwork by, hold on, let me see what the, John Weiss, but hers is a Heaven and Earth charted design. Mine is just a Dimensions, but it's by the same artist because this guy with the dog remind both of us of our dads and their dogs. So we started this on September the 8th. And I don't know if I need a board or not. Do I need a board? No, I don't. I think it's okay. So there I am. Hold on. Let's get that out of the way a little bit. I started on those trees. And if you see right here, that's the top of the dog. Those cream colored stitches. Oh. I'll be changing that coat to blue because my dad's favorite color was blue. I believe I'm stitching this on 36 count, just an even weave. The kit came with 18 count Ada. Yeah, and I just switched it to an even weave. So started that with Gina. I'm gonna try to put away a little bit as I go, so it's not so crazy when I put everything up. Should I show you this new start? Oh, y'all, I started all the things. Okay, let me show you this one. This one is for my daughter for Christmas. I don't think she watches this, but Shelby, if you do, turn away. I started this. Really, she doesn't care. I don't care if she sees it. It's for her stocking. I started with the back because I figured, so it's two-sided. I figured if I did the front first, the back was going to be boring. So I wanted to do the boring part and then do the fun part later. So here I am. With my giant board. So there he is. I went ahead and did all the way to the end of the wing to make sure I had enough room. So that's the end of his wing. And I do. I have like 2 spaces left, so that's good. He's going to be adorable. Adorable. So I have a start on him. Okay. Another new start. I know, right? Okay, y'all. Another new start. And this is also haul. I received my Dying to Stitch club piece in the mail. The Kindred, I always want to call it Kindred Stitcher. Kindred Spirit. Kindred Spirit. So, George decorates for Martha. Plum Street. Is that not adorable? So I had to start it because fall is coming, kinda. Except I live in Virginia and fall comes for about 4 days and then it goes, psych, it's summer again, so it's hot out there right now. As Lynda Jo posts awesome tree pictures on her IG, and it's fall in Oregon. I tell my husband weekly, we're moving to Oregon. We are moving to Oregon. Okay, so here's my start. Got a white pumpkin, a teeny tiny bit of George and Martha's house, and this is the start of another pumpkin that George is holding. And look at that tiny little pumpkin right there. Oh, so cute. He's right, where is it? It's backwards, so that little tiny pumpkin right there. This is on 36 Colonial Brown by R&R. So I am supposed to be starting a Christmas piece, the Barbara Anna Christmas piece with Carrie from House of Floss and Fluff, the one with the little snail and Santa. Look at the sun. But I just was in the mood to stitch pumpkins. So we will start, Carrie, I promise. We will. It also comes with the finishing stuff, the trim and the backing. So, in my Mama Joan club bag. Is that all my starts? Let's see. Oh no, I have another new start, y'all, and I think it's on the bottom. Okay, I'm not organized, I'm sorry. We'll get to that in a minute. we're just going to go with the whips, and then when I get to the next new start, I'll show it to you. Oh, no, here it is. Is this it? Oh, here it is. I thought I put it in the wrong bag. Oh, I'm losing my mind, people. Here's my other new start. I voted. This is also a free pattern from Ink Circles. I think you can find it on their website. It says distribute freely. So there you go. But go to their website and you can download it. So I am stitching a few of these for gifts. There you go. And I am hoping to vote next year. I have not been able to vote in a long time, in years and years, for mental reasons. But I am much better, and with my therapist's help, I believe I can get to the polls next year and do it. So we'll see. Okay, this is whips now. Wasn't that a lot of new starts? Yeah. Here's the whips. So I worked on my flamingos from Hands On Design. I'm doing this on 36 count, just a white linen. I'm doing this for my aunt for Christmas, so I have a little bit of time. This is so fun. Love those little flamingos. This reminds me of the Security Border show on Netflix because my husband and I watch that together during lunch or dinner. And I stitched this small piece while I'm watching that. So oh boy, do those people, those security people have a job, I swear. They probably don't get paid enough. And I worked on my Eloise. This is from a Russian designer. You can find her on Etsy. I put her Etsy site name, everything on my last Flosstube down in the description box. I will try to do it again. I don't know how to link yet. I do know how to edit a little bit. Oh, you know what? I think I may have taken a before picture of her too before I started stitching on her. So if I did, I will insert a before picture where she was here. And then you can see what she looks like now. I think I only did that with 2 pieces though. So here she is now. Isn't she cute? She looks better far back. Still working on that crazy confetti hair. I think I did more of this hoop. I started outlining her fingers, I outlined her face, and I started working on this white work, which gave me a headache, so I had to stop. I'm not following really the pattern. I'm just kind of freehanding it because counting, and it's half stitches and then stitch over 5, 3 this way, 2 this way, 5 this way, 1 this way, a half this way. I was like, oh my god. So I'm just sort of making it up, but it'll be okay. It's just cross stitch. It's not rocket science, so it'll be okay. Not performing brain surgery. That is 32 count mystery, and I think it's a picture of this plus, but I have no clue yet. I worked on my Stony Creek Coastal Holiday Lighthouse, And I may have taken a picture of this also before I started working on it again. I was right like here. So I did this I did all the basket. So really, look y'all, I only have that much more to do. It's a lot though. All that bird, and that's all confetti, and this whole little blanket. So the basket is done. I don't think I've backstitched the handle yet though, because I have to fill in all the stuff around it before I can backstitch it. So there it is. So cute. I love it. It'd be awesome if I could have it done by this Christmas. What is this, September? So October, November. I have 2 months. I could FFO it in December. Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh, and I had to put my daughter's name at the top. I think this is going to be for my daughter. Yep. I worked on Love, also by Heartstring, Samplery. This is Beth Twist, Words to Live By. Before I started again, I think I had all the way up to Love Is. No, did I? Yes, I think I did Kind and then, well, whatever. And that's where I'm at. So I got the second row done. Started on the third row. And I am thinking I may have orientated my fabric wrong. So we'll see. If I get to the bottom and I do not have enough room to finish, because look at all those words. Yeah. If I don't have enough room to finish, I'll just cut a big hunk here, sew it to the bottom like my HL's Moth, and just keep going. And it'll be mine. It'll be wonderfully made. And it's for my room, my bedroom, my husband's and I's bedroom, and it's not brain surgery. It's just cross stitch, so. And I'm having fun stitching it, and that's all that matters. But I love it. So that's on 40 Count Fog by Picture This Plus. And this is a bag from Pumpkin Hollow Quilts, Olivia. Let's see here. Okay. The last one I worked on was Away We Ride. I was in a little bit of a mood to do Halloween, which, you know, Christmas is my thing. So, okay, take note. See these little black birds? Actually, they're quite large birds compared to this house. I love birds. Y'all know I love birds. I am not a blackbird fan. I do not like crows. I do not like ravens. But I love vultures. Love vultures. They are probably my third favorite bird. So I took my little cross stitch graph paper. When I want to rechart something, I graph it out. And I changed my blackbird to a vulture. And I believe I'm going to do that with the other two also. I know I'm going to do it with one more. The other one, if I do it, he will run into the other guy's butt. So if I put his head down, he's going to hit his butt. And if I put his head up more, he's going to hit this motif right here. So I'm not sure about him. I'm definitely going to change him to a vulture. So maybe I could have 2 vultures and whatever he is, a crow, a raven. But I love how he turned out. Isn't he adorable? So this is on 35 count weeks straw, 1/2 with all the called for. And it's being held in my Audrey Stitchywitch42 bag. She made this for me. I won a giveaway last year. And I love my little bag. So that's what I worked on. And I will be working on my Away We Ride at Stitch Fest because, y'all, the sun is like crazy. There we go. So Stitch Fest is in October, and this is what I worked on at Stitch Fest last year. So I thought it would be fun to take it again and work on it. So I will be working on that in October. Okay, let's see. Oh, let me bring my book up here. I got some Stitchy Sweetness. Tina. She is Gadget Girl Stitches on Instagram, and she is the other half of Stitching with My Bestie on Flosstube. So Tina sent me this card, and she sent me some frog stamps, which I've already used some because I sent some mail today. Thank you, Tina. And I love y'all's channel. Then Pam, she does not have a floss tube, I believe. She is on Instagram. She saw my unicorn chart. I had another unicorn chart, and she said that she had it and wanted to send it to me. She said she had found it in a thrift store. So she sent me my unicorn chart. It's called Christmas Dinner. It's sort of like the companion piece to Smoky Mountain Christmas. Oh, it's a picture, so I don't know if y'all can see it without the glare. But look at all those little animals. And then she sent me a big old beeswax. Thank you so much, Pam. Got my unicorn. And then a lady named Carol asked me for my address, and she sent me this in the mail. And she's from Roanoke. She's pretty close to me. A cardinal, and it comes, so this is a mat, and it comes with that mat. It comes with the glass, and you stitch that little part right there, and it's full coverage. And it's so pretty. So thank you so much, Carol. Let me knock over my drink. Let's not do that. And I got a few things of haul. So when I got my Dying to Stitch Club piece, this also came in the mail. Because I requested it from Dying to Stitch. This was the Blackbird Designs, when they had the retreat. It was the pattern for the retreat. I just love that ship. And I think that border is the same border from Away We Ride. So I will be stitching that border twice. So, and then I got a piece of, what is this called? Carolina something. C-E-C, I don't know, it's covered up. Anyway, it's Week Sci Works. So this house right here, it's charted to be sort of orangey. And I wanted my house to be more bricky. So I went ahead and got some brick color. So I'm going to change that house to be more bricky. Here comes my husband. And then I got this. Let me tell him to be quiet. A Scarlet House. Pumpkins and Bittersweet. And I got the orange to go with it. So what is this orange? Let's see if it is General Arts Fragrant Cloves. So that's it. Oh wait, I got that. But then you going back out? You getting lunch? He said he's going to be quiet. Keep going. I got, you can hear the, what do you call it? The refrigerator door squeak. I watched Vonna and her daughter's, the book her daughter illustrated came out. So this is Ellie Pfeiffer. And there's a frog in it. So I got that. I would love her to autograph it one day if I ever meet her. What are you looking for? Okay. And then I got my frame back, my framed piece back. I took it back to Michael's and they redid it. And so when I got there, the lady said, well, let's open it up and see what's going on. If you saw my last floss tube or the floss tube before that, it was all wrinkly. It was getting worse and worse. So she pulled the back off while I was there, and it was not pinned and it was not laced. It was double stuck like tape. There was just tape in the corners and that was it. So I was shocked. She was shocked. She said, I'm going to redo it. Like, thank you. So she pinned it for me. So it's not laced, but it is pinned this time. And I got it back in 2 weeks. So there it is. I can hang it on the wall. This was a Blackbird Designs. It was in a book. Something about strawberries. But I stitched it because of the brick house. And that's it. Okay. That's it. Oh wait, no, that's not it. I got my StitchCon invoice and paid it. So 2020, I'm going to StitchCon. Bye. Love you.